Niaje, my name is Steve, and I'm from Kenya. And Niaje is, how are things going? You know what I'm saying? I was asked to answer a few questions by a pastor in regards to how the church is doing in Kenya during this time. I lead a church just close outside of Nairobi. It's called Trinity Chapel, Ruiru. And what is happening in Kenya right now, churches have been closed, but a lot of pastors have turned their churches into meeting online and also sending out, whether it is videos and audios that are embedded to it, and maybe studies to their members and to their phones, to their emails, so that members are able to meet and gather around those, either as a family or as a group, but not gathering as a group, but gathering online. And so there's been a lot of Bible studies happening on Zoom, happening on Facebook Live, happening on Teams and meetings and counselings. It seems like everything has moved online. In Kenya, we have good internet connection and not such an expensive way of connecting, so people are able to meet and still continue gathering that way. However, as a nation, we've been impacted by this. There's such inequality in the land, and so there are a lot of families that have been affected by this in terms of their jobs. We see a lot of jobs that are going to be lost. We see a lot of businesses closing. But we also see the efforts of government and other institutions in helping people during this season, especially in regards to food and things like masks and sanitizers that people need to keep themselves this way during this season. We've not been locked down as a country, not yet, and we hope it doesn't come to that, because a lot of people live day by day, and so they need the tasks of this, just the simple workmanship that they can be able to get to, and thereby be able to provide for their families, their daily bread, and so on and so forth. You can't fly to Kenya right now as a passenger. You may not even be able to drive through any of our borders. But those who are here are safe, and we are thankful to God for that. The positive cases are not as many, but the recoveries are continuing to rise, and we are thankful to God for that. How are pastors leading during this season? That's a good question. It's a challenge. It's not anything that we have been taught through. I am really thankful for NewThing and helping us to through a short course that is helping us figure out the challenges ahead and how it is that we can think through leadership during such a season. But it's not easy. I am thankful that Kenya is a land of prayer, and so we've been seeing a lot of churches and a lot of pastors charged up towards praying and towards understanding what God will be leading us through this particular season. If there is a prayer that you can pray for the Kenyan church at this time, there are a lot of theories and there are a lot of prophecies and a lot of word that is coming during this season. And it's important for the Christian church to be able to filter what is true, what is biblical, what is sensible. And during times of fear and despair and of uncertainty, people tend to believe anything or tend to subscribe to anything. So pray that the church will come out of this better, that there's not going to be a lot of divisions or wondering whether we had God right or what it is that God was doing, or even many departing from the faith or ending up away from the faith in terms of being in a cult or such a thing. Pray that the church, as Jude will say, will be built up in the most holy faith and will follow after Jesus Christ. Thank you again for listening to us live from Kenya. God bless you.